I don't want to assume that everybody here knows me. My name is Love Oladele. Before we take our full RoyalQ setting, because that's one of the issues people just keep asking and asking. So I said, okay, it's better we just do this thing on Zoom so that if anybody asks me, I will just send it to them. That works magic. So for those who are coming in here and you don't know what RoyalQ is an app. I don't even, most times like Chief will say in my seminar, I don't want to use, I don't use presentation slide, like to just go practical like we did. Well, RoyalQ is actually an AI app, artificial intelligence app that we use in trading crypto. And it's been giving us results. So it's dependable. That's why a lot of us are using it. Now, yesterday, maybe I should have even sent this to Andy because he even still called me today. Someone called me and said he's a professional trader, cryptocurrency trader. But when someone told him about RoyalQ, he began to analyze it and he likes what he's seeing. The fact that RoyalQ can relieve him, can just give him a relief of instead of him being on the system or being with his phone 24 hours. With RoyalQ is doing RoyalQ is doing the trading for you. So you have time for yourself. So that's what RoyalQ is actually doing for some of us, the fact that you can have time for yourself. Then for those who don't know anything about trading, it's also a good way to start. Because when you put in your money, when you buy the trading bot, the trading bot, when you put in your money, it helps you in trading, even if you don't know anything about trading. So that's why we said this is open to everybody. You don't even need to know how to trade before you start making money in crypto, because we have a bot that is doing it for us already. So RoyalQ also gives us, if you are using it, you're getting results. Like I say to people, anything that they write affiliate. If I'm teaching people now, for instance, the exchanges, Binance, KuCoin, any of them that has affiliate, I just copy my affiliate link and send. Anything that has affiliate, I don't see any reason why you should not be proud enough to want to tell, especially if you're getting results. So today, what we want to show you is how to get results, how to set up, how do you properly set up this trading bot. Most of the people here actually registered, but a few people who have not registered, because I said to them, okay, let's put in our prospect. Learn how to set up so that you get results. And that's why I brought my boss, my overall boss. And my overall boss to teach us how to get results, how to set our trade so that we keep all the profit to ourselves. Because when you taught us this, I said, wow, I love this. And that's been a worry for some people. How do I set my trade so that I get results? And we are in this team, we are after you getting results, because if you get results, you'll be able to also share your testimony with other people. So my boss, I hand over to you. What's your name? Let me give you co-host so that you can share your screen.
Yeah, CMO.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so you have the floor.
Thank you, my leader. Okay, good evening all. I'm honored to be your midst. My name is Chief Michael Olu. By Jehovah's special grace, I'm currently a V5 in the RoyalQ family. Just like my leader already mentioned, RoyalQ is an app. The bot is a verifying program that is designed to take away stress from us. And once you key into it, you know what you're doing, it makes it a whole lot easier for you to enjoy the program. Okay. So what I will do tonight is I'll show us a one-stop setting that has been tested I've been on it since August the 6th. We have different strategies, okay? But one thing I've come to realize is most people don't understand how to do effective funds management. You know, like I tell people, irrespective of the amount you have, when you're going into a trade, use the very minimum basic. Okay, prior to now was $10. You know, company has encouraged us to move up to 15. And if you look at the different strategies going by the cycle we have, one young man who has been very consistent, you know, is JD Winner. I've always loved his system. Okay. So, but in doing that, I've come to realize that most times you use some of these settings that are there, and you find out that you don't make any. So that's the reason why we decided to come up with ours. And if we can encourage our team members to try and make the minimum basic trading capital, then they are sure of making, no matter how little it is, earning on a daily basis. Okay. So let me share my screen. So for those of us who are I mean, this setting, you can, even if you have a trade that is running, you can apply the same setting. Okay, so what you do is simple. You come to quantitative. This is home. This is a home page. Okay, you come to quantitative. You click on batch setting. You click on all. Very importantly, take note. Let me see if I can. Yes. Take note. This, we have two headers here. We have the general and we also have the professional. Okay, so this is the general, this very one. This first one is general. Okay, so once by default, your landing page is the general. So when you're on this page, once we're done with this, we'll come back to the professional. So once you come to general, you click on batch setting. This is batch setting. You click on all. The all is to enable you select the entire coin that is captured under the general model. And once you're here, you come to trade setting. Okay. You click on trade setting. Let me stop this. You click on trade setting. Okay. So in the trade setting, what you do is simple. You have two options. You either work with the $10, which is the minimum first buy amount, or you change it. The reason why I decided to leave it on, I would like to leave it on $10 is to enable those who have minimum trading capital of about $160. Okay. Minimum trading capital of $160 gives you the provision of trading per coin. Let's say now if you have $1,000 with a proper spread, you can actually pick 6 coins. Are you getting me? So I want to use the minimum entry, which is, I call it $160, so that if we have somebody who has $500, $1,000, $2,000, what the person will do is simple. You take 160, multiply by whatever you divide by whatever capital you have. You know, so in a situation where you want to increase your first buy amount to $20, what it means is if you have $1,000, instead of going for 6 coins, you'll be going for 3 coins. Okay. Are you getting me? So let me work with the first one being the minimum of 160. So your first buy amount will be $10. The open position double, you leave it. You don't need to touch it. Your margin call limit, I tell people, make it for purpose of doing the general setting. Okay, make it 25 calls. The 25 calls actually means that your capital allocation for this coin should actually be about $260. Okay, but if somebody is coming into the business with, let's say, $160, you know, you can actually do the setting, you know, taking into recognition of your capital. So if you make your margin call to be 25, your whole position take profits, you need to change it to 1.1. The 1.1 here means once there is an upward push on the positive side, once it gets to minimum take profit of 1.1, the system is now set knowing that, okay, in the event of a reversal, the system will cut up and make the sales. One good thing about the RoyalQ robot is the sales are done on market, not on limits. If you're familiar with trading in Binance, you have provision for limits orders, and you have provision for market orders. Okay. Then your whole position take profits callback, by default, you make it 0.1. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
You make it 0.1. Then you come to your margin configuration. If you have somebody who is trading with $160, which is the very minimum I recommend per coin, I'll expect the person to do the first call 1%. The multiple buy ratio should be 1 as well. So what this means is that for every drop, every dip of 1%, you're telling the robot, please buy ones for me, which will be 1. Just a minute. Which will be annotation 10. Let me see if I can make it increase the color. Color, let me make it take a little bit. So it will mean buy 1. Okay. Highlighter. Okay. Buy 1. It's not ticking. Just a minute. The weight. The pen. Trying to see how to get a good color for us. So we're telling the robot buy 1. So, well, this is not giving me what I need. So
just continue with the pointer. Continue with the pointer. I think the pointer, there was a red pointer.
Okay. So sports. Let's make it with red pointer, right? Okay. So we're telling the robot buy 1. Buy 1. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So for every drop by 1%, we're telling the robot this ones 1 by 1. Okay. So that is that. So you control that setting to the event. Okay. So this will be 1 multiplied by 1. So you run it all the way to the end. So 1.
So all of them we 1 by 1 to the end.
1 by 1 to the end, yes. So for those of us on the call now, I expect us to do the same thing. If you're currently running a cycle, you stop. Once you're done with the setting, you can go and stop the cycle. So your supply, this setting will apply. So this way, so with this default setting we're doing now, this setting we're doing right now, we're making provision for 30%. Okay, we did 25. So 25 will mean 25% dip. Okay, so in the event that there's a drop in the unit price by 25%, the setting by what we're doing now has already made provision. So what you either do is, if you're in a hurry for you to come out from the dip, you just make additional USDT available, or an alternative, you just wait. You know, a lot of people call me and say, Chief, my robot has stopped buying. and it's not making sales. When I find out what's your trading capital, you find out that such person is trading with $100. You understand? So with $100, the maximum the robot can buy will be about 8 purchases. Because the first buy will be $10 and some fraction. Okay, and you're left with $80-something. So maximum the robot can go will be 8 calls. You know, and that's just 8%. If we were to be in the full bull market, yes, that will suffice because we don't expect a dip of more than 10% when we have we're in the bull season due to correction. Okay. So, but for now that we're yet to get into the full bull run, you know, the provision, minimum provision should be for 25% dip. Okay. So once this is done with these settings, what you now do is you just reconfirm, run through it to be sure that there's no omission, and you click on confirm. Okay. Then you come to the next one, buying callback 0.5. That is fine. You can leave that. Okay. You come to distributed and take profit allocation. Buying callback means after the sale is done, you expect a deviation of 0.5% for the robot to buy for you. You understand? Because if there's no buy, there will be no sell. So after every sell, you're telling robot, once you observe a price deviation of 0.5%, please do another purchase. You know, but there are some persons that will even change 0.5. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So even 0.3. There are some of these strategies that use 0.3. Some even use 0.1. You know, because they don't want any delay. Most times when you notice that a sale has been done, and you now look at your robot, you find out that instead of the typical blue and red you see, you find that you see green. I don't know if you've observed that before.
Yeah.
When you see green, instead of blue or red, you see green. That green means that the price is yet to drop to acceptable level for the robot to buy. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, my leader.
Yeah. Okay, one. Okay, come.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, send the wallet. I'll put it across.
Okay, so while Chief is making the call, those of you that you're just coming in, you're welcome. We are looking at RoyalQ. We're looking at how RoyalQ works. For me, I tell people that I prefer, at least most of us have learned our lessons about our fingers being burnt. So most of us we are now using our sense. Our sense.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
We are not using our sense to go back to where we are supposed to be, using our just trading, being our own boss on our own terms, not giving money to people again. So that's why we are doing this training. We are actually looking at the right setting so that you can make money with your bots. So Chief, are you ready to go back to continue?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, good. So you now come to distributed and take profit allocation. You change everything, put it on 1.1. Very importantly, the reason why we put it 1.1 is we're not telling the robot, look, once there's a pump of minimum of 1.1, initiate for sell. Okay, and the sell will only be activated once there's a callback, once there's a reversal. Assuming now there's an upward trend. If the upward trend is going up to 20% up, the robot will follow 20%. It doesn't mean that because you've given a command that give me profit 1.1, minimum 1.1, that once it gets to 1.1, the robot will activate the sell, will actually effect the sell. No. What the robot to do is to now initiate the sell order. Are you getting me? then waiting for the activation of the reversal. So once there's a reversal of 0.1, instantly the robot will sell out and your minimum profit will be about 1%. So most times you find out that they are between, depending on the speed. Okay. So what some people do, instead of it 0.1, they even set it now to be 0.05. You understand? That they're not even patient enough, you know. So, but I tell our people, let's work with 0.1 because that's what we have tested and we see, we've seen the results. You're getting me?
Yeah.
So once you're done with that, you come back to your sub position, you set it to 1.1. Okay. Once you set it to 1.1, you click on confirm. Okay. You come back to the last one, which is the sub position take profit. You also set it at 0.1. So once this is done, the next thing you now do, you do a final review and you click on save. Okay. So because I went back, I didn't save it that time. That's why you see this change.
Okay.
So let me quickly do that. So another smart way you can do, instead of, let's say now, if you apply this like I've done now, if I go back there and change this 7 now to even 50, if I change it to even 50 now, you find out that by the time I come back to distributor and take profit allocation, everything is 1.1 to 50. This is a smart way of doing it. I don't know if we get what I just said now.
Can you do that again? Yeah.
Okay. By default, your margin call limit is 7. Okay. If you allow the 7 and initiate all the settings down, like now, I've changed the whole position take profit to 1.1. I've changed the whole position take profit call back to 0.1.
Yeah.
I've also changed the sub position take profit call back to 0.1.
0.5.
I've also come to the distributed and take profit location, change it to 1.1. I haven't done these 3 now. I click confirm. Okay. If you come here now to this very one, I'll come to this 7. I'll change it to what? To just 111. You see that this one will be faster for me.
Okay.
Because I'm not doing the entire length now. Okay. So I'll change this now to 1. 1. 1. 1. And reason being that the RoyalQ default setting makes provision for about 47% dip. So if we want to follow that line of 47% dip, we can just change this, all this now to 111. Okay. Because if you go by the RoyalQ default setting, it means you must have $1,520 to buy 1 coin. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
And it's only people who are up there who have that, I call it luxury. Yes. So for those of us who are just at the entry level, we don't have such liquid, you know. So you now click confirm here. Then you come back here. You can change it to 20. Okay. You can change it to 25. You can change it to 50. I would like to use 50 now because this 50 conforms with the minimum provision provided by the system itself. Then if you come back to the distributor and take profit now, you see that 50 I changed has already applied there, so I don't need to change this one again. You notice it?
But when you were trading before, it was 25. You said, oh.
Yes, I used 25, but I just wanted to show something.
Okay.
As I did 50 now, if you notice all this is being applied now to 50.
To 50. Yeah.
So since we're working with 25 for the purpose of this training, I'll change it to 25.
Okay, but the 25, is it because of the amount of $160? Or when can we use 50? Those who are using $200 or $250?
Those, yes. The reason why I tell people to use higher numbers is in the event that you run out of a USDT, you don't need to come back and redo the settings.
Okay.
You understand me? Yeah, that one setting you have done covers everything. The only thing you just do is just to top up your USDT, then you go to the trade and check if it's showing open margin call. You click on it so that the trade start running. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm.
So that is it. So
what I'm asking, let's clarify this very well for people. So
okay.
if somebody has $200 per trade, can they do the 50? Okay, so what we will do, we'll take in questions. And if you have questions before Chief comes back in, those of you that have questions, Susan said, I'm trading with $2,000, but I've not made any money since last week. Okay, Chief will come and take that. She will come and take that. I know the market is going down, but then it depends on your setting. Which setting are you using, Susan?
Good evening, everyone. I'm not even sure because what I'm using is very different from what Chief is explaining, you know. So I don't know if I bought the wrong coins, but everything is just in red and I haven't made any money.
Is this your first, have you been making money? Have you been making money before?
I started in October. I didn't really, I copied somebody's strategy, which didn't really work.
Which person?
One QQ or something, QQ Circle.
Who introduced you to RoyalQ?
My brother-in-law, he's the one that gave me this link too.
Are you on our register member group?
I don't know.
Because we used to do, have you ever done, we used to do trade strategies every Sunday by 8 p.m. Have you attended any before?
No, I haven't. He just said, he sent me, I think he's on your group. He sent me the,
what's his name?
Link. George Onwibo.
Okay, I'm not sure I know him now, but then no problem. Chief will take care of that. But what you can do is to change to this strategy, because we have been using this strategy, it works. And what this strategy does is that you don't share your capital, you don't share your profit with any of the copy. All this, if you're using any of the strategies, you share your profit with them. They take part of the profit. So that's why
I
started using this strategy.
Okay.
You stopped that, you did one?
I stopped that and then I now started, I just got some signals from somewhere and used it. And since last week, I've not been able to sell them.
Okay, when you were using the signals, prior to last week, were you making money?
Yes.
Okay. No problem. So Chief will see help us out. Okay, do we have any other person?
And then you mentioned that you have a group. How do I join the group? Sorry.
Okay. Maybe you send me your number. Send me your number in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other person with question? Do you have any question on RoyalQ? Any question that has been bothering you on RoyalQ?
Sorry, I'm almost done. I'm just waiting for a code.
Okay, no problem. If you are not yet registered in RoyalQ, you're not a member of, you're not a registered member of RoyalQ, can you type 1 in the chat box? If you are not yet a member, type 1. Okay, so okay. Peter, you are not registered. Okay, Margaret. Okay. So everything that we've been saying, to some of you will look like a Greek, but you came in when I did the presentation and you understand the concept of what RoyalQ is. RoyalQ is a bot. It's just a trading bot that we use in trading. And if you do your setting properly, it's very helpful. If you do your setting properly, you make profit. And the profit will look at it in a month, within a month. We look at the profit of 10 to 30% in a month. It can be more than that, but at least let's be moderate. So we're looking at a profit of 10 to 30% in a month. And like I was saying before, a lot of us have learned our lesson. Instead of doing 3%, 10% daily, we're trying to avoid that. In fact, some people, some of us are still like risk. We say, okay, let us still take a little risk. But a whole lot of us, we know that it's not the route. It's not the route to go to because of the experience we've had over the years. So that's why we are now looking at this way of using the bot to trade for us. And since we are getting results, your money is in Binance. Your money is not in RoyalQ. Your money is in Binance. So you're trading and you have your peace of mind. I was telling somebody yesterday, God will not allow Binance close.
You can say that again.
God will not allow Binance so close, so because our millions is our CBA for some of us now.
Yes, so okay. I'm back. Yeah.
Your money is in Binance, so you at least you secured. When Binance was attacked the other time, some of us didn't even hear about it because they are huge, they are big enough. So that's just it. So that's why we're encouraging you to do that. Okay, so our tutor is back. Continue with this training.
Yeah, apologies for that. I had an emergency request from one of my leaders.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me,
please.
sir. Please, can we apply this setting to an existing trade? Like you already bought some coins, with a different setting. Can you go back and change the setting?
Yes, you can apply to existing setting. Yes. What this will do is it will subsequent buy will follow this, okay, and your sell too will follow this pattern. Are you getting me?
Yes, is it necessary for her to stop? Maybe stop the other trading?
No. You don't need to stop. You don't need to stop. Well, you just need to apply the setting, just like we did. So once you apply it, automatically applies to whatever you have. The only difference is if you're on a circle, you will need to go and cancel the circle.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask. Some of them are in circles.
Yes,
so they need to cancel the circle.
You see, I think there was this question asked by somebody who said she's trading with 2,000 and, somebody recommended some setting. For QQ, you need to find out what is the minimum capital per coin.
Okay.
Are you getting me? That should be the first thing before you apply any of these circles. You need to find out what's the minimum capital. If you find out, you see that, I don't know, let me even ask the lady, how many coins are you trading with the 2,000?
Susan,
yes, I'm here. I don't even know.
No, you need to go to your, okay, can you open your RoyalQ?
Yes.
Okay, click on home.
Please hold on, enter.
We have the cases of this, many of these, I don't even know cases.
Yes, so I tell you.
Okay, I've clicked on home.
Okay.
Yeah. How many coins are you seeing there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
And for QQ, your minimum per coin is $540.
Oh, no, I'm not using that QQ again. I canceled it because the charges were much. That's the strategy fee. It was too much, so I canceled it.
Well, welcome to the real world. The truth is, all the circles, they charge. Okay. The top, they charge you as for every profit you make, they take 1%, some take 2%. QQ takes even as much as 5%.
Wow.
You understand? So for every profit you make, 20 goes to the company, 80 is supposed to come to you by default. That 80 that comes to you, Binance takes 1%. Are you getting me? So what you actually get at the end of the day is 79. So imagine your 79%, 5 now goes to the owner of the strategy. It means your level is 74%. And with that deduction, it means you'll be topping up your gas fee every now and then. And if you're not involved, if you're not involved in multi-level marketing, the impact will be disastrous.
If I was laughing at the person, 2 persons, remember the group, 2 persons that said they want to sell their allowance, chatted them up. The reasons they gave me was so funny. But I spoke with us, okay, we do it all this time. Okay, we're not selling again.
You see? So, but with our strategy that we have confirmed since August, you don't pay money to anybody. You're getting it free of charge. Okay, for every profit you make, you take the entire profit after the basic split of 80-20, 20 to the company, because what goes to the company, that's what comes to us, in the ranking. The company takes 8% of that 20 and actually reward the entire multi-level marketing structure with 12%. Okay, whoever sponsors you gets 4%, depending on the rank of the person. If the person is V1, the person will get 4%. If the person is V2, the person will get 6%. If the person is V3, the person will get 8%. And the V4 will get 10%.
Yeah, money there for that direct they give out on my people.
I didn't tell you. Most people will not understand this impact until 1 or 2 years down the road. When imagine now you sponsor some person into the system and you are like, now I'm a V5 now. Whoever I sponsor, I get 11% of the person's profit.
Wow.
You see, so that's why I tell people, I say this business starts at the top rank. You understand?
Okay,
So
can you just explain this, Chief? When you finish explaining, let me quickly talk about the ranking, the multi-level, because some people here don't even understand it.
Okay, so having done this now, you click on save. First, you need to be sure 25 margin call, the whole position take profit is 1.1. The callback, whole position take profit callback is 0.1. The margin configuration, you've done everything, is 111 all the way to the end. Okay, so that is done. Your buying callback 0.5, you leave that. Distribution and take profit allocation is 1.1 all the way to the end. You click confirm. And the last one, sub position take profit callback 0.1. Once that is done, you click save. Are you getting me? So once you click save, you now uncheck the all. You see this all, you uncheck it. Okay, once you uncheck the all, you now click on batch setting. You're done with the general. You're expected to replicate the same thing on the professional, which is this. Let me put on the annotation, the pointer. Okay. Stop this. You come to yes, to this side. Okay. You're expected to do the same thing on the professional. What we did now was on general. So having completed that, come to professional and repeat the same thing. You get me? So that is that. My leader, you were saying something.
Wait, I'm coming. You said we should, after you're finished with general, you also do with being professional.
Yes, you come to professional.
When you click on professional, you still do all these processes.
You still do the same setting because there are 2 categories of coins. If you remember, but before you even start, one thing that is very important is once you activate a robot, you need to enable the professional edition. It is by enabling the professional edition that makes this professional coin available. These 19 coins, very important.
Yes.
Most people activate the robot and they fail to enable this. You understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's true. They forget to enable professional edition.
Yes,
so there will see only few coins.
Very correct.
Okay, so what you're saying now is that if we want to do these settings, we should first of us go back to general and do the setting, then come back to professional edition and do the setting.
Very correct. You get me? Because let me show you now. For instance, now, if I put off the professional edition come to quantitative now, you'll find that the only coins I have are just the general coins.
Okay.
And count them, I think there are about 59 of them. Let me see, 52. Yeah, 52 coins. You have 52 under general and 19 under professional edition. So when you add all together, you'll be looking at a total of 71 coins. And like I always tell people, all the 71 coins on the RoyalQ are good projects. All are good because I've traded all. What is important is when you're entering the market, you need to look at the position of the market. For instance, now, if you want to select, if you want to trade on professional now, I'll just scan through this list. The first coin here, if you look at charge is showing me 8 points. Let me see. You see, it's showing me 8.54%. Can you see it? That's the Aeon. Aeon is showing me 8.5%, which has pumped 8.32%. If you come to Argo is in a negative. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So if I want to enter between these two coins, I will not go to the Aeon. I'll enter the market in Argo.
Okay.
This will be the point I'll select for trades. You know, and one mistake most people do is after you've done the setting and you want to start a trade, are you getting me?
Yes.
You click on trade setting just to be sure that like now I didn't do this setting here on the professional. That's why you're not seeing it. But let me go to professional now. Click on one of the coin. Let me look at which should be the best coin to enter in the professional category. Okay, I can see BTC 0 point now. All the other ones have gone far. If you check, they are all in green. Can you notice it? All the other coins are in green. It means
so you said the one we should buy is the one in red.
The one with the lowest increase.
Okay.
Yes, because if you check these three coins now, IOST is 4.81, IOTA is 0.41, JST. Are you getting me?
Yes.
JST is 3.36. If I need to enter any of this market now, the one I'll enter will be the one with 0.44, which is IOTA.
Yeah.
Are you getting me?
0.36.
Yeah, it varies now. It's within the 0.3 category. So if I click on this one now, next thing I'll do is I look at trade setting. If you notice now, because we have done the setting, you can see that it's already applied.
Yeah.
So once I confirm the setting is in place, I'll click on save. Then, very important, before I start the trade, I need to go to strategy mode. This is where most people are making blunders. Under the strategy mode, you have one major error blunder most people do is, and this is the major selling point of the RoyalQ. For every other robot that is out there, every other trader is out there, when the market is in red, what happens? Everybody will be waiting, correct?
Yeah.
Because one, you cannot sell in the deep. You know, if you make any sale in deep, you will be making loss. But with the RoyalQ robots, there is what we call the sub-beam real-time settlement. With this strategy in place now, you will see that and you click confirm. What this does is this. If you come back to the settings we put in place here, the whole position take profit covers only for the first four margins. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are you getting me? Once there's a, this is what the whole position covers. Okay, but the sub, you see, distributed and take profit allocation covers from sub-beam location 5 through, assuming now your robot has bought up to the leveled sub position. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
and there's a reversal in terms of correction, and the price starts going up. Once there's a pump that covers the 10th position, the robot will sell the level position. It's in the red, but you find out that the sale has been done. Once there's a forward upward pump to the 9th position, the robot will sell the 10th position. And that continues until it gets to the first 4 positions, which are the whole position take profit, 1 through 4. That's
okay.
the robot sees the entire.
Chief, what you just explained now, can you break it down to layman English? Because this is your sell position, blah, blah, blah. For a layman, can you break it down? So what you're saying now is that if there is a movement, a little bit, 1.1 or something, it sells. Is that what you're saying? Can you explain your sub-bin? Can you remove it from the traders register? I'll come to layman register.
Okay. Now, if you notice, this call, the buy order, the margin call drop, we have told the robot now that look, for every 1% drop in the current position, please buy me 1 time, right?
Okay.
And as given down in the process of this buy order, the robot has bought up to say 10 buys, which is like 10 times. The robot has bought 10 times. If in that process there is an upward movement, positive movement from the 10th buy that covers the price, the purchase price of the 9th buy, the robot will sell 1. It will sell individual buy purchases because the system sees each of these buy orders as individual orders. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Yes, the system sees them as individual buy orders. So for this entire 25 orders now, the robot will buy 25 times. So when the system wants to sell, the robot wants to sell, the robot will sell 1 after the other because the purchases were done in a sequence.
Oh, okay.
You cannot jump from 18th call or 18th buy order to the 19th to the 20th buy. The system must execute the 18th buy order. Once the price is right by another 1% dip, it will execute the 19th buy order.
Oh,
in
it's
that
not
order, that's how
it's
not lumping them. It's looking at them as individual requests.
Okay.
Because
as
the purchases were done
one by one.
Very correct. So in selling it, the system will be selling them 1 by 1 as well.
Okay.
So are you getting me?
Yeah.
So this is the unique feature of the RoyalQ robots.
Yeah.
So, but since for somebody, if somebody fails to activate the sub-in real-time settlement, it means you are not utilizing that advantage position of the robot. Because if you've not enabled it and you now go ahead and start a trade, assuming now that trade now has made say 8 calls. Are you getting me? The 8 calls, this is where you see the number of calls. It's here. It's in this position, you see the number of calls here. When you open click on any coin, look at the position there. What is this one telling you? Are you getting me?
Zero number of margin.
Yes, on this very one is 0. It means it has not. I've not done any purchase on this very order now. So that is what people should be looking at. So if I fail to enable this sub-in real-time settlement, and there's been purchases of beyond 4 calls here, just know that the robot can never sell. Even if it buys up to 20 call times, the robot can never sell it. The robot will be waiting for all the 20 to be in positive position. And that is what is affecting most people in the team who are complaining. When they start complaining, tell them, okay, can you please open your trade? What's the number of calls has your robot done now? they'll tell you it's on the 7th call. Okay, click on the strategy mode. You find out that this one was not enabled. You understand?
Maybe Susan is having that issue too.
Yeah. So if we have people who are having issue, we can do 1 or 2 reviews and you see it for yourself. Are you getting me? So that is it on that. Sorry, do we have any questions so that we'll address them as we progress?
If you have questions, you raise your hand.
Good evening, Anita.
I want to find out this strategy you are showing us. Number 1, I know it's on cycle, but what amount is this one now? So this trade, how much should be allocated to this trade? The first buying amount here is 10, and the margin call, I don't know. The margin call here. No, there was a place you put 25. Okay, is it the other page? Maybe the other page. Here,
Yes.
the margin call is where you put 25. So how much will somebody use for this trade now? This setting as it is.
Yes, if you want to exhaust this 25 calls, you will need about $280 to do this one. But even if you have, the good thing about this set is that if you have, even if what you have is $150, you can still use this. The only difference is once there's a drop, the dip is beyond the available money you have. You either wait for it to retrace back, or you add addition, you do top up.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but if with this strategy, we do just 3 in place, this margin call limit. If I put just 3 there, with my, I don't know how to ask this question. If I just
if you put 3, what it means that you're saying the robot should buy only 3 times, and that will mean 3%, depending on what you set on this or that left side.
Okay. Because I'm just looking at a situation whereby I want to avoid going too deep, because that deep has dealt with me. All my trades are just on deep. They are there 1 week over or 1 week plus. So that is why I'm actually asking this question.
The deep you have, did you enable the sub being return setting? Did you enable that?
Yes, I did. I was actually using a cycle, somebody's cycle to be somebody's strategy, like the other lady. And I know that the strategy is okay. I don't know, great king, but it's just that the coins that he was trading for me, they are both in the deep. So it's actually kind of frustrating. So I have even unsynced myself from the strategy, but I'm waiting for it to, for it to come up. I don't have money to replenish. So that's why I'm asking. Is there a strategy that we can use to do one to be on the safe side in case I don't want to be doing cycle, maybe side by side? So no. Sorry, I hope I'm not asking.
Madam, no, not a problem. Let me shock you, madam.
Yeah.
In the past 2 months, my entire trade have always they've been in the red in the past 2 months. Most people don't understand the beauty of red.
And she has stopped the trade. I just hope that you are not going to lose by stopping the trade, because I've allowed you to execute first after a while. Okay, explain the beauty of trade, the beauty of red for us, Chief.
Okay. Enable the summary settlement. Because this coin movement is done per segment. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Every segment that is executed, the robot will sell that individual segment. You see, most people, what they like to see their coin in blue. If you want to be working with the blue, that means you're basically doing manual trading, because that will lead you to taking signals, and you'll be doing one shots. I only recently put all my coins on one shot because I want to, since I've explored the Binance and I've seen that Binance has been able to deliver for me, I want to now go and do the same thing in HUOBI. Are you getting me?
Okay, so you can teach your team HUOBI. Yes.
So at least I've been on Binance since August the 6th. running with this strategy. Let me open the other account, because the account I'm using for that is not this very account. So just while, okay, madam, you can be taking questions. I'll need to stop share and log into the account.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so Ruth, you still have question. You're saying that you have been muted again.
Okay, yes, I was no, from what he said now, I was asking if there was a strategy we could use for what do you call one shot, because what is remaining in my account now is not much, and I was just thinking, can I be doing one shot with the small money, with the small amount I have in my spot wallet, depending when my trades come out of the dip? That was the only reason I was asking.
Okay, but now that you have left the cycle, is your trade still going to leave the? Is he going to? Because I was thinking that is that cycle that you should have seen. Because when is when like when we are told don't sell, don't ever sell in the dip, it will still go. So you just is patience. You know what I tell people is cryptocurrency requires patience. If you cannot be patient, you can't do cryptocurrency, because you just see when the coin is going down, you are so worried that your coin is going down. So now that I have left the cycle, I don't know if that's trade. Maybe she will help us if the trade will still execute. That's one thing I don't know.
Okay, maybe it should help us with that. Now that I just on sync with the guy, but my trade, I didn't tamper with the trade. Will it not be able to sell when the coin is recovering?
It will sell. What you need to do, apply these settings I've just run us through.
Okay.
Apply the settings and leave the rest.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the account I made mention of.
But is it not this your setting that is giving the graduate? You want us to go, people to go apply? You want everybody to go graduate? This your setting that is giving graduate. Everybody should go apply. What everybody
no, see now. Let me show you now. Can you see all my? You can see. I've never seen blue yet in the past 2 months.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
So tell us what that means. Yes, tell us what's giving you the confidence.
Okay, but let me show you my revenue details, and you see there is no passing day. No shout.
We are not shouting.
I have to go back. How much I'm going into time. Okay, I'm only able to go back to September 21. Look at it. Every blessed day. Look, on a daily basis, there is no day, no matter how small. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yes.
Like profit.
Every day.
But I also think that's a function of the amount you are trading with now, Abioga.
No, that's why my unit buy
$500 and somebody that is trading with $3,000.
You see the difference. The reason, no, I did something experimental. You know, this account I'm using it for purpose of experiment.
Okay.
Back in when I started with 5,600.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
And I selected 50. I selected 50 coins. So that 50 coins is as good as somebody who is trading with $100 and something per coin.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yes.
So, but this was because I just felt in my thinking, the more spread, because you know, coin movements that this coin is moving today doesn't mean this or that project will move the same day. You understand me?
Yes.
So that's like now, if I have $20,000, I'll trade all the 71 coins on RoyalQ and leave them, because this setting I did, I don't do anything. The only thing I do is I just top up the gas, because this account I do top up of gas here. You understand? It is only in the past day. Look at it. Every blessed, there is no passing day I don't make profit. No day.
But the thing is in red now, so maybe you need to explain that red for people to understand.
That is what I'm telling you. It is in red, like today now.
So what is that red? That red, we're looking at it as a loss or what? What is that red then?
No, this red now means that Are you getting me? The purchase price. Let me click on one coin, for instance, like this Aeon now, like what I was saying.
Yes.
The sub-beam mode is activated. This call, because me, I'm doing 100 calls. I'm not doing 50 calls, 25 calls. I'm doing 100 calls. And in doing this, my 100 calls, I reduce the purchases. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've increased my amount to $20 now per coin in the past few days, because I noticed I was having about $13,000 in profit. I said, what's this money doing? Let me just use it to buy. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So now when you come, hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
So if you come here now, look, this is on call number 77. Can you see this call here?
Yeah.
77. If you now click on the subway house, this subway house here, it tells you the average price.
Where your pointer red, that your red pointer, not the work again.
My leader, you don't come. See the 77 there.
Okay.
Can you see the 77?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Don't they come back?
Now it's talking.
You understand?
Yeah.
So let me clear this. Okay. Look at the 77. So this 77 call now. And this robot has bought value of $9,927 worth of coins for me. On just one coin, I am not worried. No, why? Because I'm not trading. I've reduced all my coins now to less than 15. Are you getting me? So now,
yes, we can hear you.
Look at that stop position now. If you notice, this is stop position. This score. Let me take it to current one now, which is the 7th score. This is where we are now. Can you see the average price of this call now?
Yes.
The average price here is 0.1662. And the position amount is $20. Once there's an upward shoot and the price gets to this amount here, the robot will sell this 77th one. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yes. You look at the average amount at the 77th level. The unit price here is 0.1662. At the 76th level, the unit price is 0.1676. So if there's an upward pump now that takes the price up to the 74th score of 0.1690, the robot will sell 77th buy, this 77 core, 76 core, and 75 fifth core. Are you getting me?
Yes.
And the beautiful thing is that all these sales are in the red. You come to the transaction record now.
Okay.
This is number 75.
Okay.
This is number 76. This is number 77. The robot sold 77, 76, and number 75.
Okay.
And immediately bought 1, 2, 3, replacing them back. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So these are 3 purchases the robot has done to replace these 3 cells. But if you check, go back into time on this very coin, you see everything you see here are all in the sub positions. And the robot is selling for me without fail. Because of the dip we experienced in the past few years. My leader, are you back?
Yes. So we should not even be thinking of those words you are saying. We should be checking. Where did you check profit?
Yeah.
Where did you check?
Yes. So
what did you click on in the RoyalQ bot?
Okay. When you come to home,
okay.
Click on revenue, revenue details.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So all of you, instead of checking the red, go and be checking revenue details.
Yes. So like today now, I've made $3.9, and these are the sales done. You know, our day starts from 5 p.m.
Okay.
So there's been a sale. Not minding the red, though. Cover are sold out. OMG are sold. OMG. So now it means OMG is the one that is doing the major selling. Then look at Algo, XSP, Big, OMG, Zen, ADA, Zen, YFI, ATA. So these are the coins that have done sales for me, and I have $3.9. For today that ended, what I got today was $107. For yesterday was massive.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
I said yesterday.
Yesterday was $318, which is the highest I've ever made in a day.
Oh, okay. Today that ended by 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. is what you're talking about.
Right. Today I ended by 5 p.m. I made 107. Yesterday that ended, and not mine, and you can imagine everybody's in red. Are you getting me?
How much is in this account? How much is it? $3,000.
No.
That's about $4,000.
See, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Network is
13.
not being friendly with us.
I'm currently trading 15 coins.
With how much? With how much?
This account is trading with $12,000. 12,000.
Hey.
No. That's what I'm saying now. Because I noticed the coin was buying in the dip, exhausted the capital, and just had to make provision.
Okay.
Because for instance, now, if you check each of these coins, like ADA now, there's a drop of $145. Can you see that minus the profit is minus 145?
Okay.
You understand? Cake has minus 162. This one has minus 160. I don't bother myself, because that minus tells me that the entry price, the price at which these coins were bought, there's a drop in the price now. You understand me?
Yeah.
But for someone who doesn't understand the system, the person will be worried, will say, I'm losing money, I'll just be laughing. So with the knowledge I know, I don't bother. I just take my profit daily. Look at it. There is no passing day. I don't make, no matter how small, I'm making profits. Cumulatively, between August 6 and today, I made $5,162.
Ruth, why did you say you are losing money? You see your capital in Binance reduced. So why did Ruth think she was losing money? Is that
no, she was not seeing the daily. She was not seeing the daily profit. She was not seeing the daily profit because the trader is stuck. So the simple solution she can do now is this: if you have money, top up your USDT, and once you top it up, very important, you need to come back. You see here, stop margin call. Once there's an error, the system will change to open margin call. So once you top up, come back and click on the open margin call because to start.
Okay.
Yes, very important. And with this one, you don't need to do one shot replenishment, or what people come and say they want to do replenishment. I don't encourage replenishment.
Okay.
What I say is just top up, make additional provision of your USDT, and allow the robot manage the replenishment itself.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
What did you say about replenishment? What did you say about replenishment now?
Yes, some people do manual replenishment, but I prefer the automatic auto replenishment. When you top up just make sure you have enough margin calls, top up your USDT and enable the margin call, because by default, once the robot exhausts whatever you have as USDT. This one stop takes over. This open magic or stops. What this one means is that, yeah, the robot is not able to buy more in the dip. If you notice this symbol, what you're seeing there is like play. Can you see this sign there? It's like play mode. Can you see that symbol in there?
Yes.
So if I now click on Open Magic Call and say, let it start now, it will change to pause sign, meaning that it is running now. Okay. You see the sign now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So every time you have stoppage, always come back and look at it.
Okay.
What is the mode of this? Is it in the open position or in the closed position?
Okay.
And always ensure that your strategy mode is in the right position, which is the sub being real-time settlement.
Okay.
So if you come to this account now, what you'll be seeing here are all basically deductions. Now look at it. Minus the fuel fee.
Okay.
Yes. Every fuel fee you see here, these are profits. Are you getting me? So what I did at the moment, I have $220 here for purpose of just fueling.
Wow.
Okay. Chief, okay, can you take us quickly through the reward system of RoyalQ for those who don't understand it very well still?
Okay, for reward system. Let me see. Reward system, we have reward from referral. Where if you're, let's say now you are currently a V1 status holder, if you sponsor anybody, what you earn is $30. Okay. If you're a V2, if you sponsor anybody, what you earn is $40. If you're a V3, what you earn, if you sponsor anybody, you earn $50. A V4, you earn $60. A V5, 65, a V6, 70. This is on one-time earning. I bring you into the system, I introduce you to the system, this is what I earn on you. That 120 that the company receives, that portion, based on the ranking, your V1, 30 will come to you automatically. Once the account is activated, a V2 40, V3 50, V4 60, V5 65, V6 70. The same thing applies to the earning you get from the person's profit. That you brought in somebody into the system, your earning does not end there. Every profit the person makes from his or her trading, the company, in their generosity, also give a share of it, because the system sees umbilical cord tied to that person, because that person to the system through you. So yes, they've rewarded you on the introduction bonus for introducing the person to the system, because the person has a continuous relationship with the system in the form of trading. The system is also designed to also compensate you by rewarding you certain percentage of the person's profits. If you're a V1, every person introduced to the RoyalQ system, when they make profits, you earn 4% of their profits. If you're a V2, you earn 6% of the person's profits. If you're a V3, you earn 8%. If you're a V4, you earn 10%. A V5, you earn 11%, and a V6, you earn 12%. That is on their trading profits. Then, assuming now you are a V2 in the system, and somebody under you introduces somebody to a system, that person who introduced that person gets V1 earning, which is 30%. You being the V2, you get what is called indirect bonus. Because you're the sponsor of the V1 who eventually has sponsored this new person, the system rewards you with $10. You see how amazing it is for those who are ranking. If you are a V3, if the sponsor line is sponsored by someone who is a V1, the V1 gets $30. You, who is the V3, you get the differential of the 50 and the 30, which is 20. But if in that structure there's a V2 before yourself, the V2 gets $10, making it 40, and you, the V3, also get $10, making it 50. Because at the V level, you $8 per error. The same thing is applicable if you are a V4. Hello, are we there?
Yes.
If you're a V4, if in that structure there's a V3, $10 will come to you, the V4, $10 will go to the V3, $10 will go to the V2, and 30 will go to the V1. But if in that structure or repairer, there is no V2, there is no V3, and it's just yourself, V4, and the V1, just know that $30 will go to the V1 who sponsored the person, 30 will come to you, the V4.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I tell people. Yes, beauty, that's the beauty of this system. So that's why I tell people, for those you have spoken to who have refused to work, don't worry, leave them. The day they wake up and start working, pray ye God that you are at a higher level, V3 or V4. Every person they bring into the system at that level, you'll be earning the differential between your new status and their own status. For instance, now, some days ago, I'm a V5 at the moment. Somebody who I sponsored, who is among my first 12, okay, when I was, before I got to the V5, because I needed 12 to get to V5. The person now started working, just woke up, said, Chief, I was doing some Ponzi, to be very frank. I got distracted. There were other programs I did. I've lost money there. I want to concentrate on this one. Till there's no loss with RoyalQ. I say, welcome back. The person now, I started working. Every person, the person that introduced somebody 2 days ago, he got $30 because it's a V1. Do you know what I got? I got $35. You understand? And I said, wow, this is good.
Very sweet.
Yeah. So it means until you get to V2, I'll be getting 35. Once he gets to V2, my earning now will drop to 25 because he will be getting the difference of $10 as a V2. So I'll be earning that potential until he gets to V3, which will be like from V2 to V3, you need like 100 activations. So imagine that difference of $80. I'll be getting 25 times 80. And if he's unable to have a proper structure, it means he's not going to use 100 to get to V3. He might use 150, 180, or even 200. You understand? So
what do you mean? And I wanted you to also tell us, if you are in V1, what takes you to V2, so that they will also...
No, I'll come to that one. I just wanted to give us reward. I say V1, what takes you to V2? You need to sponsor personally 3, minimum of 3. You can sponsor the entire 20, but I tell people it's not the best. Because if you sponsor the entire 20, you will become a V2, but without a structure. The RoyalQ system, for you to rank up, you need 3 legs, 3 structures. So instead of you using your link to sponsor the entire 20 and get 30 times 20 and make you and become a V2, because for you to get to V6, what you actually need is that 20 that you're getting at the V1 level. You understand? The entire structure expects you to sponsor maximum of 20. You understand? To get to V6 personally. Okay. So what I tell people is that at the V1 level, try and sponsor directly 3 and support those 3 to sponsor their own 3 each. By the time they do that and you work with them, you'll be having a good structure. So that as you become a V2, you have 3 active legs. So what you now owe them to do now is now, because there's need for you to get to V3, you need to sponsor 2 now, making it 5. Are you getting me? So you now work with those your 3 now to do what? To sponsor, to develop their own structure, to make themselves V2. Because for you to move from V1 to V2, you need 20, which is the minimum basic. But for you to move from V2 to V3, you need 100. And in this 100, you need to have 3 V2s. You understand? So those 3 leaders, you need to work with them and support them so that they will build their own structure fine and grow to V2. Once they become V2, you now know that what you need to work on would not be that number, which is 40. So you now work with them. So if you are a V2 now leader, and you have the capacity to sponsor more, fine, use your additional 2 legs that you're going, I tell people, make one your 4th leg, which is yourself, and you can decide to use that 4th leg to run the entire 20. You understand me? Hello?
Okay. You duplicate yourself in the 4th leg. That's what you're saying.
That's correct. And run it too. You can use that to even sponsor the other 40, not a problem, because from V3 going forward, you don't need those numbers again, because your V2 are the ones that need the number for them to rank up.
Okay.
You understand me? So, but instead of wasting that 40 in your 4th and 5th leg, assuming now you now notice that, look, in this your 3 direct legs, somebody is not active. What I tell people to do is that just register 2 legs here. That number you need, come look into one of this your V2 and this your 3 direct legs. Register yourself under them. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Register yourself under them and use that leg to build your team. That way, your growth is not tied to anybody. Because this system, your indirect performing leg also counts for you. Yes. So because some people, if they now understand that for you to grow, your growth is tied to them, they will be lazy, believing that, okay, you cannot do anything. You understand me? Because for you to grow, you need to support me. But you only support somebody who is ready to work. Not somebody, let's say you abandon this business, you start doing other Ponzi or other programs. You understand me? You say, okay, no problem. Anyhow, when you wake up, it's your money. You understand? So, but if you now position your new self under this person, you'll be running 1 leg for the person, no problem. But that person cannot grow until the person works on the other 2 legs. So that way, your growth is tied to nobody but yourself and the coordination of your team. So that is what you replicate at every level. And the truth here is that in every 3 legs, 1 leg will always be the weaker leg. So once you identify the weaker leg, start supporting that leg timely, because you'll be surprised that weak leg today might be your strong leg the next ranking. Okay. Yeah, I can see Ruth. Is this somebody has a question? Somebody's hand is up. I think it's Ruth.
Okay, let me lower my hand. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do we have questions? We did have a good day today with Chief. Do any of us have questions? On Saturday, those of you that are in Abuja, we are still going to have a physical training. So do we have questions right now for Chief? You are seeing him live, an expensive Chief. Don't let me filming out.
Yes, so.
And we have spent close to 2 hours, or 6:30. We have been here. So I'm sure we have learned something. So we want to let Chief now go attend to other teams. He has many teams to attend to. Okay, thank you. Let me see if there is a question in the chat box. Susan said, how do we get a contact of someone to speak to understand this more? We are going to put the video. We are going to edit this video and put it on we'll send you the link of the video. And I've taken your number, Susan, so I'm going to add you to our group. So you said someone sent you this link, so person is likely on our group. So I would add you to our group. On the group, Chief is there on the registered member group. You can always ask your question on the group as well, going forward. But we are going to edit this video and also post it on the group for members to watch. That's why we are doing this now. Okay, so I think we are good. No more questions from anybody. Okay, so for those of you who have not activated in RoyalQ, what are you waiting for? There's so much to benefit in RoyalQ. get back to the person that invited you to this meeting and ask for a link right away so that you can activate your account.